Yes, today we're going to start looking at how to draw a head from a forward position, but this time we're going to turn the head looking downward and we're going to turn the head looking upward. So we'll start here with the same sort of oval we started with before. So we're just going to draw an oval in the middle of our paper. Just start here. Our oval in the middle of the paper. Now we're going to, again, this figure is going to be looking straight forward, so we're going to draw a line down the center. The figure is drawing straight forward. Before we started with the eyes in the middle of the head, the eyes will always still be in the middle of the head. But as you turn the head on the axis, as it would be like over here, as we turn the head, we're going to bring the eyes down on a turn. So if you have the head turned a bit, be down this way. As it swoops down farther, it will continue down to there. So we were going to draw starting in the center. We're going to give it I don't want to give a bottom point to it. Give it a nice swoop coming across. This is going to show the head looking in the downward position, down this way. As we learned before, we have 5 eyes across, so we still want to mark our 5 eyes across. So there'd be an eye in the middle, and then we have another eye here, and space. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 space for 5 different eyes. Okay? We're going to make our eyes right here on this line, and this gives you the distance of your eyes. And we hardly ever see the top and the bottom of the eyes, and since we're looking from the bottom view, you'll probably end up seeing the bottom of the eye a little bit, but you won't see the top of the eye. So we're just going to kind of make the eye in a shape that's similar to this, and make sure this area is rounded when you're drawing it. So there's one shape of an eye. And we kind of want to make sure that that's on that same distance going across. So we can kind of measure that. And we're going to kind of try to make that exact same shape over here on that eye. So there's the shape of your eye. Make the eyeball go into the middle of the eye. Pupil. And then we'll have our bottom shape. Bottom here. On the eye there. They both have a little in there. And there's our basic eye form so far. Now, just like you did before, the eyes are in the middle of the head. We want to break up this section from between the eyes and the chin into thirds. So we're going to break it up into thirds, and this is where your nose is going to be placed, and then this is where your mouth is going to be placed. So this figure is going to be looking down. Notice that this space within this area, or this half, is shrunken because the face is looking down. If it was looking up, it would be elongated on the top, and we'll do that next. So now we need to just put a nose in. Our nose is going to drop down a little bit because we are looking down. So we have a little nose. People usually have a round part at the end of the nose, so we put a little ball there, round part center of the nose, and then we're going to draw the nostrils. How wide do we make the nose? We make the nose as equal as it comes down from the end or the beginning of the eye. So the beginning of the eye will be the end of your nose, so you know where to put your nostrils in. Your nostrils will be here, which will be the end of your nose. Later on, we'll put a little bit of shading in that to give it a little bit more form. Let's create a bridge of the nose. Bridge of the nose, and then after the bridge of the nose, the bones from the socket of your eyes actually come up here, and this will form your eyebrow. So your bridge of your nose will be up here, and your eyebrows will be up here. So you can kind of form that whole system right in there. Above your eye, you'll have another lid line. And then you will have some eyebrows up here. You can just make some marks in there. So we're this far so far. We want to put a little indentation here. Kind of tells you where your mouth is going to be. And our top of our mouth is going to be here. And The length of our mouth is the length of the middle of the eye. So we kind of want to draw a mark down. And again, a lot of people draw those parts of the mouth too short. You need to bring those all the way out to those marks. And sometimes it's very thin out there, but you need to bring it also out there to that mark. So, top of the lips can be a little bit thinner than the bottom. We're going to put a little bit of indentation here, build the top of the lip, and then we'll build the bottom of the lip. So now we have our facial features in. Now we need to start sculpting the head a little bit more. This oval is not the sculpture of the head, it's just giving us a general mapping of the head. So let's start sculpting the head by giving it some cheekbones and coming down onto this. And we're also going to kind of square off the chin because this is a man, so it's going to have a little bit more of a square chin to it. And up, make sure where those cheekbones are again. We have some nice prominent cheekbones in here. And start getting rid of some of your guidelines, your circles, if you'd like. So by erasing these here, that'll give you an idea of the structure of the face. Want to put some ears in. So our head's actually going to come out to about here and about to here. You want to take a look at that arc using the eyes, and our ears are top of our eyes, just like they were before. So the top of the eyes here, and come down, and they're going to be the middle between the nose and the mouth. But you have to also continue that arc around, so they're really not going to be straight across, but with the arc, the ears will end up around here. So you have to pay attention to that arc. So your ears are going to be right around here. We'll draw here. We'll draw an ear in here, and bring this down. Structure that in. Kind of go from side to side so you can actually measure that from coming across if you'd like. Measure that coming across your ears in the same spot because you are symmetrical in that way. And come down, ears here. Other ears in there. Put that in. Start getting rid of some of these lead lines again. So we're starting to get the basic shape of our head. Add the rest of the head in here. We have a lot of forehead in this one because the head is looking down. A lot of forehead up here. And then you want to pay attention, close attention to where that's coming off of the chin line to be able to put in the neck. We'll bring the neck down here and the neck down here. Now we can start adding a little bit of shading and get rid of some of these lines. So let's start putting some shading in. I'm just going to switch to a little bit of a grayer pencil, put that shading in. And now I'm going to start to add some shading. So I can start adding some shading in here. So it's kind of giving some more of a contour. We'll put some shading on the chin, underneath the nose. We'll throw some shading. We'll darken in a little bit of the nostrils. A little bit of the upper lip. Usually the bottom lip is fairly, or top lip, top is a little darker. Bottom lip is fairly light. Keep that. We will contours. A little bit of shading on the bridge of the nose. And you usually have shading between the eye and the eyebrows. So we'll throw some shading in there. Darken up the eyebrows a little bit as we shade. We add in some shading for the eyes. Maybe darken a little bit of that pupil again. Put a little bit of highlight for making the eyes a little bit more realistic. You put a little bit of shading underneath the, slight shading underneath the eyes a little bit. Some in the ears. And definitely some down in the neck. Our light is going to kind of come a little bit from the right side, so our left side, we're going to do a little bit of shadow in here. Nothing like so. Starting to get some basics of that figure. Add some hair, we can add some hair. So we can add some hair down in here. The hair is going to go off the skull a bit. So hair is actually going to come up, shape it.